Tijuana, the fugitive hunters are out on a routine patrol.
Bueno, ¿cómo se llama el fugitivo?
Se llama Israel Kairi Toscano.
Just got a link from the comandante. They're looking for a man named Israel Query Toscano from Escondido, California. Nice little teardrop face tattoo.
26-year-old Israel Toscano from Southern California is wanted by the U.S. Marshals for assault of a police officer while driving a stolen vehicle. He's been on the run for a year. Back at headquarters, with only a name and a photo from the Marshals, the team is gathering intel to try to locate Toscano.
Tenemos información que es compartida de autoridades de Estados Unidos. Él agredió a policías. Él venía huyendo de Estados Unidos por el delito que había cometido allá y viene y se refugia en México y sigue delinquiendo. No hay una formación concreta. Tenemos posibles ubicaciones. Estamos tratando de ubicarlos.
The commander sends out a second unit to help search the area where they believe Toscano may be hiding.
Perdón, no tenemos calle ni casa, solamente la colonia.
They know a general area. They don't even have an exact address.
Este es para la colonia
Vista Encantada.
Vista Encantada.
On the outskirts of Tijuana, Vista Encantada is only 4 miles from the U.S. border. The agents spend several hours canvassing the area for leads.
Vamos a adelantar, güey. Andamos buscando un vato, güey. Te voy a enseñar una foto, güey.
Se me hace conocido, güey. Una vez lo guaché el güey.
¿Dónde, güey?
Lo reconozco porque trae el tatuaje.
They finally find someone who recognizes Toscano.
Le digo, nomás lo he visto como 2 veces nomás. Sí,
Pero ese güey, ¿dónde vive?
bueno, que la neta no sé. Nací al chile, no sé.
He's seen him on a street nearby.
Nomás no le digas, te mandamos.
No.
The team meets back at headquarters to plan a stakeout for Toscano.
Nos ayudó la unidad de análisis a localizar en el mapeo que ellos tienen una calle que coincide bien con la que nos pasaron donde posiblemente esté. Entonces vamos a ir a confirmar eso.
Lo que sabemos, roba carros y lo intentaron detener y pues trató de arrollar a un agente.
The commander sets out on foot alone to search for Toscano.
Vamos a estar caminando.
Creo que ya lo vi. La neta está en la pura puerta, pero yo miré a 2 morros afuera. Morra como de suéter.
The commander believes she has spotted Toscano in the doorway of a house.
There's 2 guys. She suspects that it's one of them, but they're still inside the gate.
The agents don't have a search warrant, so they'll have to wait for the suspect to come out onto the street.
Según va caminando ahorita. Oye, ya lo miré.
The commander says that's Toscano.
Ahí voy.
A ver, por la ahí.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Ismael.
Ismael.
Mal que.
Ismael, ¿qué?
Matusman.
Matusman, a ver, una revisión.
The fugitive gives a different name, But the commander recognizes him as Toscano.
Eres güey sin
Soy policía.
¿Qué policía? Ok, nomás quería
Una
saber.
revisión, una revisión.
Ok, nomás,
Mira, traes una navaja, güey.
nomás tengo eso.
Traes pedos, güey. Ok, acompáñame.
Trae los otros jefes.
Ute.
Pues, nomás no sé qué pedo.
The agents question the teenager who was walking with Toscano.
Where you from?
Soy de aquí.
Pues habla muy pocho, güey.
Ya sé.
Parece que eres de Estados Unidos. Fecha de nacimiento.
Yo no sé qué es eso.
Birthday.
Oh, birthday? April.
Ah, ya ves, güey. Ya ves.
The agents run the kid's information and find no arrest warrants. They let him go. The fugitive hunters take Toscano back to headquarters.
What happened tonight?
It's just, I don't know. It just happened too quick. I was just right there, and next thing you know, we got rolled up on
Where are you from? Where were you born?
San Diego.
You're from San Diego? How'd you end up in Tijuana?
They tried saying I hit highway patrol officer, which I didn't. I'm trying to get it together, even I was just trying to go down the right path, but at the same time, I'm not trying to go do time. I have a lot of charges. Stolen vehicle, burglaries. Yeah, I'm just more worried about what's to come now.
It's never easy, seeing people emotional and afraid, but he knew it was coming. He said he's been in and out of prison, and he ran for a reason.
The agents take Israel Toscano to the border and hand him over to U.S. authorities.
Doing the handover. This is his last time in Mexico for a while. And just like that, one more American fugitive out of Mexico, back to where he belongs. Goes to show, if you're a criminal thinking about hiding out in Mexico, I'd think twice, because these guys are on the hunt.
Series gives unprecedented access to an elite Mexican task force who capture American fugitives and bring them to justice.